Hello there, and welcome back to the Epic FRODO channel. We've got a new video today. We're doing our Q&A for 1,000 subscribers.
See.
Jack's with me. There we go. Aggressive salute to you.
I am here.
So we hit 1,000. I can't remember when. April the 20-something it was. I think it was April the 21st. So a month later we decided to do a Q&A. Your questions are in. They're here. I'm going to go through them now, and we're very excited. So our first question comes from Karina Tangjun. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Karina comments on quite a lot of our videos, so thank you for your support. Just two questions for us from her. The first one: I saw Will has so many guitars in his background. Please tell us about it. What music do you like? What music you like or play? Or maybe if there's any interesting stories behind those guitars. So here's the guitars. So I got the Epiphone Les Paul. That's a Sterling Music Man John Petrucci from Dream Theater signature. That's my granddad's acoustic guitar from the 70s, and that's a bass guitar with Star Wars stickers on, so it's a Rebel bass. There's not really any interesting stories behind the guitars. The only one I can really say that's interesting is probably this one. It's my granddad's guitar, and now it's mine. This one my friend gave to me during the first lockdown to sort of keep me entertained, because I like playing heavy metal music and things like that, and that's a heavy metal guitar. And then now it's mine. I bought it off him. So yeah, nothing really interesting about them apart from the fact that I play them pretty much every day. And what music do I like? I like heavy metal music, rock music, blues music, and folk music, really. That's it. Let's ask Jack that as well.
Drill as well, don't you?
Oh, no, I
you
don't.
like UK drill.
I'm not one of those.
From your roots.
It is. It's from where I'm from, but I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I don't just because I don't listen to it, I think it's rubbish. I like it. I appreciate that people like it, but I don't listen to it.
Yeah, I'm like that. I like all types of music. I like rock music. I like AC/DC. I like some rap music as well. I like old school Tupac, Biggie, Nas. But yeah, I just like it if it sounds good. Any type of genre, I like it.
Jack likes music you can get a good workout to.
Yeah, it's quite ironic actually. Like I listen to Rasputin by Boney M quite a few times when I'm in the gym, because that's like my ultimate pump up song. He was big, he was strong, you just get going.
So the next one is, which superheroes you enjoy to watch the most? Superheroes with sophisticated gear like Batman, Iron Man, Black Panther, superheroes with science fiction powers like Captain Marvel, Hulk, Steve Rogers' Vision, or superheroes with mystical powers like Wanda, Thor, Aquaman, or Wonder Woman?
Oh, that's tricky actually. I quite like the technology ones. I quite like the gadget ones, so I like Batman and that. I like but the thing is, like Black Panther, he has got the gear, but he's also, they drink from that thing, don't they? So he is like, there's superhuman elements to it as well. But no, I like the tech sort of superheroes more, I think.
It's quite hard for me because it kind of depends on the context, really. If I'm watching a film, I think my favorite superhero is Superman. So I quite like those mystical powers ones. But if I'm like playing a video game, I really love the Arkham games and the gadgets that you get to use with Batman. So
yeah, like Iron Man's another one, isn't it? Like the same.
So yeah. But if I had to put a definite answer, I think definitely the Superman kind of ones with like the gods almost. Next question from DD. Here's a picture of a raccoon. Congrats, guys. Congrats, guys. Hope you're not feeling pressured to watch the most suggested things only. It's good to diversify the content and not fall into the trap of being a channel for only certain genres. And the question: what are your top 3 favourite movies?
Oh god, I've got these fresh on the spot here. This is going to be tricky. This is. You go first, go on, because I've got to go and rack my library.
I'm gonna give 2 answers because my 3 favourite films are not that original. So my first one is, my favourite film of all time is Star Wars: A New Hope. Second one is Return of the King, and third is Indiana Jones.
Lucy Strangler.
Third is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So they're not that original. If I had to pick non-franchise films, I would probably say Schindler's List, Come and See, which is a Belarusian war film, very, very good, and Downfall, which is a German film about Hitler's last day in the bunker. Funny enough, all 3 are World War II films. I did do a degree.
You do like your history, don't you?
I did do a degree in history.
I think number 1 is going to be The Thing. I think that's my definite favourite. I think The Warriors 1978 is up there because that's one of the earliest films I remember watching and just absolutely loving. I've got like an original poster at my parents' house And then my third one, see, it's going to be close here because it's not. I think it's going to be the Babadook. I just love the Babadook. So that's my top 3. Franchises is going to be Lord of the Rings. I think Star Wars, the sequels, it'd be called, wouldn't it? 1, 2, and 3.
Prequels.
Probably the Nightmare on Elm Street.
All 9.
Yes, yeah. Number 3 is the best. But
That's good, yeah. Because whenever people always ask me the question, what's your favourite film, everyone always defaults to because the franchise, like Lord of the Rings is just too good, but I want to create like an original list that doesn't involve those. Because everyone always has Lord of the Rings in their top 3 and Star Wars in their top 3, but yeah, so there you go. So that's kind of our top 3 separate, diverging lists. This one is from Dietman, or Dietman, however you want to say it. 1. Can you do a reaction for Stephen Chow's Mermaid and Blaze of the Immortal? So I actually looked up Mermaid just to see what it was. It's one of his new ones, so it might be worth doing. It's just 2016 it came out, and I think it's just him as a director. So yeah, why not? Let's add it to the list. And then number 2, Jack, you've seen this question already. It's your favourite one. Does Jack have an OF account?
Maybe if this gets 10,000 likes.
God, you're setting it quite low. I was going to say if we get 1 million subscribers.
Oh, sorry, you pimping me out properly. You got to say how much.
Okay, 1 million subscribers and Jack launches it for you.
Yes, I'll do that. At 1 million, I will do that.
Or maybe if you hit him up in the DMs.
For you.
This is from a friend of the channel, Alice Jones, who is Jack knows her. Who do you think would survive longer in a horror movie between the two of you, and why? Great question.
I think I would. I know the tropes better than you.
Yeah, no, but I can.
Wilhelm.
You don't do cardio, so I'd be able to outrun anything. You'd be done after 30 seconds.
I'd already
you turn
be
around
at
and be
that
like
bit.
that.
I would already be at that bit, yeah, but you'd be the one which in turn, it'd be the typical like trope of the girl in the action where they just scream and not move, or you'd fall over, you'd hurt your ankle, you'd run and fall over. Yeah, you would like a typical thing. You'd be like, oh.
I'll be like, hang on, wait, I just need to stretch, otherwise I'm going to cause serious injury to my ankles, please. Just give me 10 minutes.
I'll be that one. It'll be like Jason will pin you against like the log cabin afterwards after you've hurt your ankle. Then I've got to come in and I fight him for a little bit and I sacrifice myself for you.
Oh, I don't. Well, I feel like because I reckon I'd die first because I'm just not scared of anything, if that makes sense. So if there was like a haunted house, I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, yeah, if there was a haunted house in the films, you're always like, oh, why did you go in there? In real life, I'd be like, there's nothing in there. It's not real. Ghosts aren't real. So I go in and probably get killed. Whereas Jack, who's the horror fan, is like, I'm not going in there.
I'd be like, this is section 212 in the articles, how to survive. Don't go down that creepy corridor.
Whereas I'd be like, there is literally going to be nothing down there, Jack. And I would go down there and die.
And it'd be the da-da-da-da-da-da, and then just like your face, I'd bend upwards on.
I think in a one-on-one fight with something, you probably last 10 seconds longer than me. But running away, I'd be able to outrun you and leave you behind.
I don't run,
but the true answer is neither of us, because we would both back each other and we'd be the ultimate dream team.
Flash forward to like seeing some blood, me fainting, you tripping over, and like just both there, like, like Blair Witch.
From Marion Gann, congrats dudes with a Z. My question is, who are you guys' most and least favourite actor/actress? And if you guys are taking recommendations, I recommend Hostel and Hostel 2.
Oh,
I've seen Hostel 1. I haven't seen Hostel 2, so we'll definitely do. So we'll definitely do Hostel 2 then. So yeah, Jack, who's your most and least favourite actor/actress?
That's so hard.
I reckon your favourite is Kurt Russell.
Yeah, but it's the thing of like, I love him in The Thing, but there's certain ones that I would love, like I like in multiple things. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my least favourite. Who's my least favourite? You go first. You think? I can't think of any.
I wouldn't say I have an absolute favourite actor or actress. I would say there are people whose films I enjoy watching. So I like watching Ralph Fiennes' films. When I say I like watching them, I mean like I think these are my favourite actors to watch. So Ralph Fiennes, Gary Oldman. There's a guy called Sterling K. Brown who's in a TV show called This Is Us. He's like a new act. Well, I say new. He's like kind of big on the scene now. He's in that Predator film.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Sterling K. Brown I think is fantastic as well. So those three at the moment I'd probably say are the big ones I like watching. Favourite actresses, I really like Sigourney Weaver. I think she's great. And Florence Pugh, everything I've seen her in, she's amazing in.
My one of that would be so my ones I can do actresses. Toni Collette would definitely be up there. I think Jamie Lee Curtis. I quite like comedy side ones. I like Mila Kunis. Some of the funs. Like I do like a random funny chick flick one. Melissa McCartney's been some good funny ones. I don't like Amy. Is it Schumer? I really don't like her stand up, and I don't like her acting. Actor wise, see, I think I've got to say like people like Leo, because it's just when his films come out, you watch them instantly and you're so hyped for them. Same with like Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is massively up there for me, because it's sort of, he does a film once every 20 years, and just like he lives the part, and like he's like a shoe cobbler in like France at the moment. He does that. He just goes away. But yeah, like Kurt Russell. Yeah, there's quite a few. I don't have, like I said, a select favourite, but there's ones that like Anthony Hopkins as well, Mad Mikkelsen's. There's ones which I really enjoy.
Yeah, I'll add on to my list as well. I like Ben Kingsley and Harrison Ford, I think, as well. Lonnie Lonko. Okay, if you had to remake a film, but you had to replace all but one actor with Muppets, which film would you choose, and which actor would you keep? So they've got like a Muppets Christmas Carol thing going on there.
I'll choose the Muppets.
What, so every Muppet is a human except for one Muppet who isn't?
You know what? A funny one it'd be. I think The Thing would be quite funny. Is what you could say.
I wasn't going to say that, but I had a feeling you'd say that, because that's quite funny.
Or like a really funny, dark, like a family melodrama, so like Midsommar or Hereditary. Picture Hereditary, but like them at the dinner table, like as the Muppets. Like, what? It's like, what? He's like, why are you looking at me like that? You know, like a really dramatic acting scene with that would just be so funny.
I think for me, I'd pick Gladiator, and I keep Russell Crowe as a human, and everyone else is like a Muppet, and he's like, "Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you were here? That was the speech. It was dumb. It was obvious. It was pointless.
Chiasana Ryu. Congratulations on the well-deserved growth. Here are some questions. Feel free to not answer them if they're too personal. We answer everything. Question 1. What made you want to start making YouTube videos? Also in particular, reaction videos. Well, I finished university and got bored after a week. Wanted to get rejected from jobs. Wanted to start doing something interesting, and the only thing I knew was films, I guess, because like gaming's too hard to get into. Music I could do, but I just don't think I'm good enough. So yeah, and then I was just like talking to Jack over the lockdowns. Started talking about films, and I thought Jack's the perfect person to do it with. So we started doing that, and we originally started doing like film commentaries, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then we started doing like not talking as much and just like talking about what was actually going on, rather than doing like behind the scenes kind of things that you'd find on a DVD commentary, and people started liking them more. You
started talking about it, didn't you, saying doing a YouTube, and I think you saw that I was obsessed with horror films a bit, and I know a little bit about them. But I thought it'd be a good idea to try and think it and see how it went, and I think we both enjoy it. I like seeing your raw reactions as well, but I also quite like watching ones I've never seen before, classic ones, and watching them together as well.
Another reason why I wanted to do film stuff is I watch that the most on YouTube, like film reviewers. So there are two channels specifically. One's Red Letter Media, who you probably know if you are in like the cinema part of YouTube, and the second one is called Valverde Broadcasting. So go onto their channel and tell them Epic Frodo says hi. They would do like commentaries and movie reviews and things like that, and I really enjoyed listening to their commentaries. And I thought I'd love to do that, to talk about my favourite films with my friends. And yeah, we have. What did you do before? What are your backgrounds? Well, my background is guitars on the wall. No, go on, Jack.
So I'm a quality inspector at a company that makes rubber parts for basically everything, like the most random things, and then the most like critical, life-saving things. So checking a lot of rubber, making sure it's good, measuring it. Yeah, I can't make that sound glamorous. Throughout like secondary school as well, I took drama because I've just always been obsessed with films. I think when I was younger, I've been shown so many horror films around my nan's, so I've always loved that sort of side of it. I love theatre as well, and then at A-levels, one of my A-levels I took film study. I took photography as well and just completely bombed in that because I was just like, I don't like this, but film studies I did really well. because I just love it so much. Like the whole aspect, I got to see a little bit behind the camera and how it works. So yeah, that's what I've just always loved film like that throughout my whole childhood. Watching weird films, watching good films, bad films. I just really love watching them.
So before this, I said before, I basically have been at university. I've done a bachelor's degree in history and then a master's degree in history. So that's literally all I've done really. Very recently graduated from that. So yeah, I haven't had the chance to get out in the world and experience the depressing life of a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, I don't have a film background like Jack does, but my background's mainly music. But yeah, who knows, maybe they will cross over one day. Jack will be the film director and I'll be the composer and the scorer of his films. What do you like to do other than YouTube? Jack's just like gym.
Yeah, I like to go to the gym. I like playing PlayStation quite a lot. That's what we do every Friday, don't we, normally? Going to the cinema as well, since it's reopened because of COVID thing. I've already been twice. Yeah, it's basically like this. It's basically like cinema. I like going to the gym and PlayStation. That sounds boring, but
that's if you enjoy doing it.
It is.
I try to cram as much as I can into days because, you know, life's a finite resource. So, but my favourite thing to do is probably play the guitar. I do that about an hour every day. Make these videos I like doing as well. I've always been quite a creative person. That's why I needed like something like this to do whilst I'm stuck inside, especially over the lockdown over Christmas and whilst looking for a job. I like seeing my friends as well, playing football, like just mostly what other people do. I used to love video games, but I don't play them as much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely music is probably my music and films. Definitely my favourite things to do on my own. Will mentions uni a lot. What did you study? I think I've already mentioned it a lot already. I did history, both masters and bachelor.
Faster.
There you go. At UCL, my masters is at UCL, which is in London. This one's from Ghost Marine 96, who I think has joined our Twitch streams a few times. What's your favourite decade of films? For him, it's got to be the 80s. Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I think I have to agree.
Yeah, I think so, because you had Elm Street in 84, you had The Thing in 82, you had Critters.
Hellraiser.
What Critters 86, yeah. Yeah, Hellraiser. Yeah, it was that, and as I said, like, you could say the 70s coming into it, but like the late 70s, you had like Halloween, Alien was right there. So it was like Shining, 1980. Yeah, I definitely think for me, that's my my favourite period as well.
I'd definitely have to say the 80s as well, for me, because like I haven't really seen that. I think the 90s is like this era of cinema I've barely seen, although the 90s has got like amazing films like Shawshank Redemption. But definitely the 80s for me, because when I think of my favourite films, a lot of them are from the 80s, like Star Wars, Back to the Future, The Goonies, Indiana Jones. So it's got to be the 80s for me.
The Friday the 13th as well, part on that in 1980s as well. All of the good like horror slasher films as well, all stem from that decade.
This is from Agustia Ia. He says, nice with 5 E's. My question is, what are your favourite teams in the Premier League, Serie A, La Liga, and who are your favourite footballers? So go on, Jack, kick us off.
So Premier League, yeah, I like West Ham over my team. Who's my favourite player from West Ham? Do you know what I really like Cresswell. I don't know why. I just think he's got the most assists, by the way, out of any left back.
You can say ever as well. Who's your favourite player ever? Not right now.
Oh, my favourite player. It's got to be Gibril Messi. No, who's my favourite player ever? Do you know what? It's just going to sound so funny, yeah? And it's Shaka Hislop. Just because I absolutely loved him. He could not kick the ball. Do you know that? He would get other players to take his goal kicks for him. And I'm not saying for him, but he just looked like he was like zoned out whenever he'd play. Like he just didn't care. His late dive reactions, and like he would save it and he would look surprised. He was a West Ham legend that took us to that final, which we won't talk about. But yeah, he's my favourite player of all time. Serie A, I'd probably like Inter, to be honest, and especially the guy that just won it as well. And then they didn't want it from Uber Eats League, did they? That still makes me laugh. They said the Spanish league, didn't they? It is so funny. And then I like Barcelona from that league because I just love Messi.
And then who are your favourite players? Like You can name from any era, any club, any team. Who are your favourite players?
Got Xhaka. I really like Ronaldinho. Eto'o. I like Paulo Di Canio. Do you know what? I really like Tevez, because Tevez came to our club and literally saved us. Like, and him and Mascherano, wasn't it? It was just like they come in so cheap, and he saved us. Same with like Payet. I really like Payet because like that free kick's probably one of the best free kicks ever, and also just the way he again came in and saved us. So yeah, quite not like massive things. And then there's just some I hate. Like I hate Neymar. Don't know what. I just hate Neymar.
My Premier League team is if you watch the Shouting Soccer video, I'm repping the Arsenal lads. So I'm an Arsenal fan. My favourite player from Arsenal right now in this current squad is Kieran Tierney. Syria, I'd probably have to say Roma. I've been to Rome and I bought a Rome kit, and I just like Rome as a city. I think Rome is, outside of London, Rome is the only other city I think in the world I would live in. It just seems like a really nice place, and that club just seems very classy. Although they've now hired Mourinho, so I think my
boy Chris Smalling.
Yeah, my love for Rome, I think is going to go downhill a bit whilst Mourinho's there. La Liga, I'm going to go for Deportivo La Coruña, who they used to be La Liga champions like 25 years ago, and now they're just like in League 3 of Spain. The reason why I like them is because I spent like 11 seasons with them on FIFA 13. Like I completed career mode. I got to the furthest you can get, and they're like, sorry, you have to just stop playing this game now. As Deportivo La Coruña. So yeah, I like them. I like them as a club. Favourite players ever? I'll start with Arsenal. My favourite ones are Aaron Ramsey. I think Aaron Ramsey is my favourite ever Arsenal player.
Really?
Yeah, well, because
he's Welsh.
I'm not Welsh at all. It's because when I watched Arsenal, I started watching them properly in like 2012. He was like the only consistently good player who would show up every game and played for the badge all the time. He won us 2 FA Cups. Thomas Rosicky, Robert Pires, and then obviously you got Bergkamp, Henry. You don't need to name them. The unnamables, you know who they are.
But Ozil.
I did like Ozil, but it's just, he was fun to watch. It was just a bit, it just kind of trickled out. So he doesn't make the cut, unfortunately. But I loved watching him play.
Yeah.
Favorite other players ever? I like a smart footballer. Pirlo. I like Neuer. I like Lewandowski. Who's some old ones? Lev Yashin, if you want to be a proper hipster. I've preferred defensive players, really. Mertesacker, I think it's quite funny because Koscielny was good. Fabio Cannavaro, Paolo Maldini. Yeah, so I do like defense. I like Lee Catamol, he just gets stuck in. This one is from Juanesio Fernandesio, and they say, number 1, in which country were you born?
I was born in England.
Yep, I was born in England as well. We're English through, mate. How many years you have?
I'm 25, nearly 26.
I'm just 24. So, yeah, I was 23 when I started the channel. I'm 24 now. God, time's marching on.
You'll blink and you'll be 61.
I know. Hopefully I'll have a job by then. Number 3, do you have Reddit? We do, but we're not like at that stage where you have like people who will come to it and post on it. But I say we do. We don't have like a dedicated subreddit. I have an account, so that is underneath the name of the channel. We have done posts on there, but it's made links over to the art videos. But so it's not really, but yes. This one's from Tia SZ. What is on your list for you guys to react to? See, I want to say, but I don't want to spoil anything, if that makes sense. I like keeping it a surprise. I'll say some which aren't like huge, which I don't want like other people taking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Ghostbusters soon. We're going to carry on doing the Friday the 13th. No.
Come on, you can do it.
We're going to carry on doing the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
There you go.
The Hellraisers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for them.
The Halloweens as well. So
we'll have to go through all of them. We should go through every single one of them.
We're going to do Life of Brian soon. Trying to think of some comedies we like. So we're going to do some anime films as well. Your Name, I think, is one that I want to do, which is meant to be pretty good. Mad Max, I've never seen. I'd like to see Mad Max.
You ever seen Mad Max? Have you seen Fury Road, the new one as well? Oh, we should do that. No.
The Witch, I want to do.
Yes. Robert Eggers did The Lighthouse.
The Room, and then I also want to do like some Disney Channel original movies, if that makes sense, like High School Musical, Camp Rock, that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully that kind of gives you an idea. It's basically just going to be anything. This one's from Gwendolyn Webb.
Oh,
That's Jack's side thing.
it's amazing.
That's Jack's fiance. She's recently been on The Devil's Rejects, which is available now.
Check it out, guys.
If you could have a dinner party with TV/movie characters, not the actors, who would be invited and why? Should we so set a limit so as we're not just listing like loads? How many people are coming to your dinner party?
3 each?
Okay, 3 each then. My first one's going to be Captain Spaulding. Just because I think it'd be really fun. Just have some fried chicken with him.
Booty fruity.
My second one will be maybe Yoda.
I can just already picture him there.
I'm going to swap Yoda for
on official cloud business.
Cloud business, you say? Actually, I'm going to swap Yoda for Obi-Wan. I'll have Obi-Wan. And then third will be... I was going to say Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, but I'll probably get killed halfway through the meal.
Yeah, get whacked.
Yeah. Maybe I'll say Michael Caine's Alfred from Batman.
So mine would be TV show Hannibal, because he could prepare us a slap-up dinner with probably people. And he would be such a good dinner guest as well, because he's just the way he talks in that. The main wiki keeper, William Dafoe in Lighthouse. He's like, you're fond of me, lobster. They're just arguing with each other. And probably Marge. Oh, mate. Mads.
I just imagine you're all sitting around and there's just like a yellow animated character just sitting at the table with you.
Just there, like the head up, and it's like really strange and scary. It's not even like the funny animated version. It's just like a yellow woman.
This is from gothrap.mp3. Nice name. Will you be watching The Raid 2? Yes.
Oh, yes, we will.
Sooner than you think.
4.
This one is from Trust Falls. My question is, how silky soft is Jack's beard?
Oh, do you know what? It is. I don't know if you think it is very silky soft. I use a nice little beard conditioner in it. I did a thing today where I back roll it with a hairdryer as well. So don't you see it's like proper straight. If I do it proper and straighten it down, look, you can see, look how far it comes.
You should give that a little trim.
It's quite soft now. I want it to
You
grow.
can look like Leonidas from 300.
I'm bigger than him.
So this is a hilarious question. This one's from Sly Fox Caleb. My question is yes.
Oh, don't. When I saw that, I think I was eating some porridge and I nearly threw. That was only ones that I haven't really seen many of the questions. It was when you first put it up, it was straight away. I saw it, I nearly threw up with laughter.
Who are you?
Please keep doing that, commenting that. It's so good.
Who are you, Sly Fox Caleb? Please tell me.
Who are you?
Yeah. If you follow me on Instagram, message me. Tell me who you are, because it's literally within 10 seconds of us uploading videos. It's straight on yes.
No, don't ever. We leave it. It's to say if it did get massive, the channel, say we had like hundreds, and it's just yes, and the way it would get lost. You know what I mean? In the comments, but we'd still know it's there. Do you know what I mean? You'd spend like 2 years trying to go through the comments. They had hundreds of thousands of comments, and you just see it. Yes.
It's like a soft voice on the wind.
Yes. It was just yes. Insert all gif.
Yes. Question from No You. Do It Man. Okay. Last but not least, the Inspector, aka Ashley Maslin.
Inspection.
From worst to best, all Marvel films? ?
Oh.
So we're not going to sit here and debate that because we'll be here for ages. So me and Jack are just going to go off camera, put our list together, flash it up on the screen, and we'll talk through our top 3 and like our least favourite. So here's Jack's ranking of every Marvel film. Before you crucify him, I need to say D means he hasn't seen it. So he does not think that those films are the worst.
As I said, I think we mentioned with it, the C-B categories can be quite filled up because I think a lot of them they're good films, but they are sort of like B-list film fodder. Like you enjoy it, but like they're not critically acclaimed films. So as I said, that's why like Infinity War is good. It's at that higher end of it, but it's not quite an A for me. And then as I said, a lot of them, like Ant-Man, Civil War, mostly Avengers. Some of the Iron Mans, they fall down a little bit just as they go on. But no, my top list, my favourite one of all time is the first Captain America film, the first Avenger film. Because I don't know what it is. It's just him. It's the the Howling Squad fighting Nazis, and Red Skull is just such a good villain in it. And it all comes together especially seeing him like a little weed with his little pipe cleaners, and then he takes his trend ball stack, and then he's just massive and just the hero everyone needs. But yeah, that, and then as I said, Black Panther's up there. That is probably one of my second favourite, just because I don't know what it is. I just love the characters in it. I love Claw. I love Michael B. Jordan. And I don't know, the soundtrack to that film is fantastic. That's probably the best soundtrack out of any Marvel film, that Black Panther one.
Well, according to this, your top 3 is Captain America: First Avenger, Black Panther, then Civil War. Those are your top 3 Marvel films.
Wait, Captain America, Black Panther, and then no, it should be Winter Soldier. You mean?
Oh, sorry, Winter Soldier. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to correct that. Yeah, Winter Soldier definitely, because I absolutely love Winter Soldier as well. Especially again, same thing. The soundtrack to that one is just so good. His soundtrack, but I think they're all brilliant as well, because we see that part is his breakdown. Like at the end, he semi gets like turned back to good, doesn't he? Yeah, he gets thrown out and he saves Steve. But yeah, I think they're my top 3.
So here's my list. I've seen all of them. So D just means I think they're rubbish. So yeah, so kicking off, these are I'll just say the S's. So Iron Man 1 is my absolute favourite, as we did on the video. Then I should swap these 2 around actually. I think Infinity War is better than Endgame.
Yeah.
And then The Winter Soldier. Those are my favourite 4. Then you can see the next ones, which I think in order. Pause the screen if you want to have a look. But yeah, that's it for me.
I can't believe that's sacrilege, that is. Doing that to Black Panther and the first Captain America. Let us know in the comments, guys.
It's a very controversial thing, Marvel films, and I kind of feel like we're going to start moving away from them, because I don't feel like we're qualified enough to talk about it.
Yeah, as I said, look at my list. I love Marvel films, I do, and the ones I've seen, but like I haven't even seen all of them yet.
I prefer the X-Men films and the Raimi Spider-Man ones to the MCU, personally, but maybe that's just
yeah, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
They're better than most of the things on this list.
So good. And the Hobgoblin, William Dafoe himself.
Green Goblin.
Yeah.
This one's not a question, but it was written on underneath the video, and I just thought it was a very nice comment. I thought you should hear, Jack. It's from a Tubular app, who says, "Congratulations with 1,000 subs, but I'm writing this on May 16th, only 17 days after you posted this video, and now you already have 2,270 plus 1. Thank you."
Well, that's nice.
So congratulations once more. I found you through your Spinal Tap reaction and I was drawn in. You both have a pleasing way of reacting, and talking it through worked well together. The joy you both have with this comedy and the quality of your insights made me look for more. Seeing your full catalogue, I was surprised that it was mainly horror on your menu, sprinkled with some space and adventure. My personal preference lies elsewhere, in that I dislike horror films very much, but don't care for Star Wars or Mr. Jones. Don't worry, it gets good. Well, I say it gets nice. So I don't watch any of those. I was born in 1953 and grew up with classics like 2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick, and spoiled for my life by that masterpiece, and of course Easy Rider and so much more. Besides music, the 60s and 70s were amazing times for movies as well, and TV shows like Monty Python. I will say, Easy Rider is one of those films that I wouldn't do a video on. I'll just watch it because it's meant to be so good that I don't want to ruin the experience of it, almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The reason I write this comment is because I listened to what you said about yourselves here and your evolving ambitions with this channel. Being a well-seasoned reactor watcher, I dare to say that you have a very promising future ahead. Thank you.
Oh, that is nice.
It's not finished yet.
It's very heartfelt. Oh, still going.
It comes down to what's on the menu. Just like with restaurants and bars, you can select your audience by what you serve to your guests and yourself. Glad to notice that you now tend to veer from the darker side towards good comedy, and I would love to see you two put your talents towards even more quality fare. You deserve the best material to react to, like a chef needs good ingredients. Besides comedies, you could have a unique feature by watching the filmographies of directors and actors in order and see their progression as an example. Going on such journeys with you seems a great prospect to me, and also just another plain old classic and hidden gems in various genres. I could give suggestions like other viewers will too. So instead of leaving a question for you, I let my thoughts flow after having happened upon your channel, and now it's time to watch your Monty Python and the Holy Grail video. There we go.
That's brilliant.
It is.
That's lovely, isn't it?
It's a very nice
That's
comment.
a really good idea, actually. Seeing the evolution of a specific actor. Like one like Leo, that would be a really good one to do. Watch all like Romeo and Juliet. Watch Critters, the first Critters, number 3. He's in that. He's only 13 years old.
Gilbert Grape, I haven't seen.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, thank you, Tubular app, for that comment.
You get a kiss, thank you.
It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed reading that very much. Well, there you have it, Jack. That's all our questions done. Thank you all for submitting them. A lot more than we thought. I thought we were going to get like 3. but we got a lot. Hope you liked watching it, learning more about us. We enjoyed answering them, and the next Q&A will be at 100k, which is tradition on YouTube. 100k Q&A, unless I feel like maybe if we hit like 50, we'll do like a live stream with spontaneous questions. But yeah,
That's cool.
there we go.
Or 10,000 or something.
Yeah, 10,000 seems a bit more realistic than 50.
3,000. The next one, it's just like every single 100 we're like live stream.
Okay, 2080 then. We'll do it then. I don't even know what we're on now. But yeah, thank you again for 1,000. It's not even 1,000 now. It's almost 3,000 now. Might even be 3,000 when I release this. But yeah, thank you all, and we'll see you next time.